Welcome to Zelus, the leading solution for accurately measuring wet bulb globe temperature and assessing lightning risks to ensure optimal outdoor safety. In this video, you'll be guided through the key functions of the Zelus app, which integrates seamlessly into the Zelus environmental system. Let's start with the home screen, where you'll find a trove of information. At the top, your current location is displayed. You can easily change this by clicking on the location name. A list of your saved locations will appear, allowing you to select one. You also have the option to search for and enter a new location. Clicking on the target icon to the left of the location will recenter you back to your phone's last known GPS location. To the left of the wet bulb globe temperature is a refresh button. Tap this icon anytime you want to refresh the weather data at your chosen location. To the right of the wet bulb globe temperature, you'll see an information button. Clicking this allows you to see all the specific recommendations for your selected organization. I'll go over how to choose an organization later on in this video. In this example, the organization represented is the Missouri State High School Athletic Association, or MSHSAA. The wet bulb globe temperature reads 89.6, which puts us in an activity zone 2. According to MISHA rules, Zone 2 means that football athletes should have a maximum outdoor practice of 2 hours and are restricted to wearing helmets, shoulder pads, and shorts. Now, let's focus on the wet bulb globe temperature itself. This is the largest number on the screen and represents the wet bulb globe temperature at your selected location. We can see here that the wet bulb globe temperature is 89.6 degrees Fahrenheit. As a reminder, you can always refresh for the most current data using the refresh button. Below the number, you'll see a colored coded gauge that indicates your activity zone. The dial will move along the gauge based on the current wet bulb globe temperature. The green color represents activity zone 0, the least restrictive zone, while the red color at the opposite end of the gauge represents activity zone 4, the most restrictive zone. You can easily track and store your data for risk management purposes by pressing the Save Result button below the color gauge. In the Select Your Action tab, select your activity zone, which in this case is Activity Zone 2. Hit Save Result again. Your data is now saved to a secure location in the cloud. It is accessible for future use in the same Managements tab, which I'll point out a little later in this video. On the home screen, you'll also see real-time measurements for wind, temperature, and humidity at your location. If you need more in-depth weather information, just click on the arrow to the right. A screen will pop up with more weather data that you can scroll through. Hit Dismiss to close this view. You'll notice a calendar icon in the right corner of the weather section. Once pressed, it will take you to the wet bulb globe temperature forecast page for your location. It shows the predicted wet bulb globe temperature by the hour for the next 24 hours, as well as the predicted high wet bulb globe temperature for the next several days. Click the back arrow or the Home button to return to the home screen. At the bottom of nearly every screen, you'll notice a menu with quick access to some of Zelus's most useful features. The AQI and lightning icons represent functions available exclusively with the Zelus All-Star subscription. The AQI button provides current air quality index data, and the lightning button offers real-time customizable lightning data for your selected locations, helping you stay informed of changing or worsening storm conditions. You can upgrade the Zelus All-Star at any time to unlock these valuable features. To the right of the lightning icon is the Alerts icon. This button will take you to the Alerts main screen. Here you can set up an alert on your phone to be notified when the wet bulb globe temperature exceeds a certain threshold. You can configure your threshold in the Threshold WBGT tab. In this example, we'll enter our threshold at 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, click on the Location tab. A pop-up window will appear on your current and saved locations. Select your preference. Now you can set the practice length or duration of time you'd like the alert to run for. This is measured in 15-minute intervals. You can automatically record the data for these intervals by toggling the Record Data switched on. The switch becomes yellow when on. When you're satisfied with your settings, hit the Start Alert button. The Zelus system will now check the selected location every 15 minutes and alert you by push notification if the wet bulb globe temperature exceeds the threshold. If you ever need to stop an alert during the allotted time frame, it's very easy. Just click back to the alerts main screen and hit the Stop Alert button. Let's move on to the settings icon in the bottom right corner of the screen. Click on this to get to the settings homepage. Here you'll find some very beneficial information. If you ever need to change your name, password, or email, you can do that under the Edit Profile tab. If you need to change your organizational recommendations, you'll do that here as well. Click on the Organization tab and select your preferred organization for the drop-down menu. If you like, you can also switch your preferred unit of measurements from imperial to metric. Be sure to click Save Profile after making your changes. Going back to the Settings homepage, you'll see a Saved Measurements tab. This is a very important feature of the Zelus system, as you'll find all of your saved data here. Clicking on the tab will take you to all your saved data according to location, date, and time. Clicking on any of these will take you to a more detailed page of that individual recording, including any activity modifications that were made. There's a clipboard icon next to the wet bulb globe temperature that, when pushed, will show you what activity zone this recording took place in. You also have the option to send this data in a PDF form to your chosen email address. Under the Save Measurements tab, simply click the box next to each recorded event that you would like to send. You can send up to 15 data points. Hit the Send Results button, and this information will automatically be sent to your email in a neat, organized PDF report. Another feature on the Settings page is the Code tab. If you're part of an organization that is providing an upgraded paid version of the Zelus system to you, they'll have an access code to share with you. This is where you'll enter the code. Once entered, hit Apply, and you'll be all set to get started with Zelus. If the paid version does not unlock for you in a few seconds, close out the program, then reopen the app to see if you now have access. If you still have issues, please email us at help@zelussports.com. You now have all the information you need to get started exploring the features of the Zelus app. If you find Zelus to be a valuable resource, we'd appreciate your feedback. Rate us via the Rate Us tab in the Settings menu. We look forward to hearing your comments on how Zelus works for you. If you have any issues or questions for the Zelus team, please email scott@zelussports.com so we can address any concerns. Thank you for watching, and remember, stay cool and stay safe.